So I had an opportunity to converse with several talented chefs, and through our conversation, they made me realize a unique concept when it comes to preparing great food. It all started with a plate of fish. Salmon, to be exact. And I've eaten salmon at several different restaurants, but nothing quite compared to the way that this chef prepared his dish. His just was so much more flavorful. So I asked him why his excelled beyond compare. What does he do different that makes it so much better? He told me it was quite simple. Most restaurants make two mistakes. Either they cook it too fast, or they simply underseason it. He went on to explain that when you cook fish too fast, it does something to the meat that actually ends up taking away the flavor. If your pan is too hot when the meat hits it, the cells basically contract really quickly and squeeze out the juices that add the flavor. So if you cook fish too fast, salmon for instance, you end up making the outside crispy and, well, you basically, you squeeze out the flavor. Squeezing out the flavor. So, don't cook it too fast. And of course, then the other mistake that restaurants make is they underseason their food. You see, certain spices enhance certain flavors. And so as a chef trying to create good food, it's important to understand how various spices react to different flavors. If I understand correctly, proper utilization of spices uses them to pull the flavor out versus covering them up. And this is where things get interesting. Oh yeah. Interesting indeed. Because one of the chefs I'm talking to goes on to explain that if you understand a fish's environment and the things that it eats, you can more effectively prepare the fish. For instance, a crab eats sea urchin, so if you're preparing a crab dish, you can prepare it with, let's say, a sea urchin puree, and that'll enhance the flavor and bring it out more fully in both components. And I'm a bit of a, what you might call a cooking ignoramus, so this may not be the best example, and I recognize that. Maybe not even the most accurate either, but it's just to get the general concept of what I'm trying to explain. The chefs were way better explaining this. Maybe they should have made the video. But see, what a creature eats will affect the biochemical structure of the meat itself. So when you prepare something with something that that creature has eaten, the combined articles help draw out more flavor together, making the whole thing much more tasty. And that's cool! But this only scratches the surface of all that they had to share with me, because they go beyond this to explain various aspects of gastronomy, biology, chemistry, horticulture, and even metrology, all of which help you become a better chef. Who'd have thought? And this made me realize something amazing. When someone at a restaurant orders an article of food and it comes through just like that, they receive it at their table, the server sets it down, and the guest has this beautiful thing set upon them, this wonderful array of food that they're looking at. But that's all they see. They see a beautiful dish. So they'll look at this food, which looks beautiful, and they'll say, wow, the chef knows pretty well how to cook this dish. They only witness a small portion of this broader concept of all that the chef needs to understand in order to prepare this dish that they're now looking at. How much knowledge, education, and understanding truly went into being able to prepare this dish to that extent, they have no idea about. And I don't know if I've explained it quite accurately enough, but basically, they only see the tip of an iceberg of all the knowledge and understanding that a chef needs to have to do what he's doing and be very good at it. So if you're going to be a great cook or an outstanding chef, you've got to go beyond simple cooking and really work on building that foundation of knowledge to truly create something spectacular. But of course, if you're really passionate about it, it'll come easy as pie. Unless, of course, you don't like pie, then it'll come as easy as pizza. Everyone likes pizza. Well, I hope you enjoyed my story, and maybe learned a thing or two about cooking. This has been Cooking at the Tip of the Iceberg with your host and amateur connoisseur of gourmet cuisine. See you next time. Or maybe I won't. Or maybe I didn't see you at all, because you're looking at a computer screen. All I saw was a camera. Oh yeah. Bye! Nah, don't do that. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, stop it.